Hello friends, good afternoon everyone. Jai Bhim to all. Friends, today I came before you for the sharing the one accident issue. Friends, especially I came for giving the suggestion and especially I am sharing this message to the government for the taking the responsibility over the roads. Friends, actually this is a rain season, all are well knew. In the rain season especially, the rains also just the 3-4 days they are started in the our Nalgonda and Suryapeta districts. The from the since the 3-4 days we are experiencing the rain and the rains coming down at the time. Friends, actually when the rain season, actually what will be occurred, what will be happen means all the roads and all the drainage filled with the rainwater, where there the potholes, where there the fractures, there also the on the road there also rainwater, the those potholes filled with the rainwater. That is a natural, but friends, actually who are the concerned authorities and officials, they always visit those roads where there are the potholes, and they immediately repair those, and they immediately filled with the any the concrete, any soil, that is better for control and curb the accident, for the overcome those accident issues. Friends, last yesterday at the friends, the Ratnavaram village, near the Ratnavaram village in Nadigudem mandal of the Suryapeta district, on Tuesday there was one an auto rickshaw overturned. At the time the driver, he was lost the control of the driving. That's why that incident was registered and that came under the light. Actually, friends, the who are the laborers, they all are traveling by the auto rickshaw from the Ramapuram village for the transplantation of the paddy. Actually, the according of the locals, they were said to us, the 11 members laborers, they are traveling by the that auto rickshaw when that accident was occurred. At the time, actually driver, he was failed to notice the pothole which was the filled with the rainwater. That pothole he hadn't noticed, that's why that accident was occurred. Actually the he had to notice, but he hadn't. That's why when that auto hit to the pothole which was the filled with the rainwater, when he hit to the pothole, at the time the auto rickshaw overturned. Thereafter the 5 members of the workers, they were injured with the serious injuries, and remaining all are laborers, they are injured with the minor injuries. Then after the locals, they were immediately sent to them to the Kodada government hospital for the treatment by the assistant of the 108 ambulance services. And then after the police official, they were received that issue and that accident. Then after the police officials from the Nadigudem mandal, they were reached to the accident site, and they were received the details of the accident, and they initiated and they started the investigation underway. Then after the who is the former MLA, the Gollamalla Yadav, also he was visited the those who were injured laborers for the knowing of their status. Actually, friends, especially the auto rickshaw drivers, this time Actually, this time what is going on means the paddy transplantation work is going on. That's why the all are laborers in part of their daily work. They all are laborers, especially women. They are going to transplantation of the paddy. At the time, they are resorting to the auto rickshaw. They going the long. They are going the by the auto for the paddy transplantation. At the time they are all are they are different village fellows go to the other village and that long distance they are taking the long distance and they go for their work. At the time who is the driver and who carrying them by their auto, they always be careful and always be conscious and always should be notice what will become that road good or any potholes, any fractures are going on, such like for knowing this is very important. Friends, nowadays many accidents were registered, especially in the Hyderabad city. We all are well knew in that accidents were guttered the many members, the children and elders. That also last the 3 days before one accident was registered. Who was the 19-year-old boy? He was drove the rented car. At the time, one elderly man, he was died on the spot, and who is his younger brother, he get the injuries, grievous injuries, the major injuries, and the many vehicles also crushed by that accident. What is mean by that? Why those people giving them permission for the driving such like heavy vehicles, the car, lorry, that such like means what is mean by that? The everyone parents should be always be careful and always be conscious and always look after your children. Won't give the permission for the driving of the any vehicles who are the below 20 years old, 22 years old. Won't give them. Who are the minors won't drive and won't hurt to everyone. And especially auto rickshaw drivers, nowadays they are carrying the many members laborers for the paddy transplantation. At the time should be careful and always be conscious. This is my humble request to them, and I am sharing this message to the government, who are the concerned authorities and concerned officials from the Kodada constituency and the Nadigudam mandal. They all are should be take the responsibility. Actually, where there the accident occurred, the Ratnavaram, near the Ratnavaram village. Actually, there was made the ongoing work in the friends, Ratnagiri village. I mean the Anantagiri and the Nadigudam. There was one road work also going on in between those villages, the mandal and village. Between the road work also going on. That's why I am urging to the government and who are the concerned officials should be repair where there the potholes and where there the fractures going on the road in the your limits of the your area. Who are the concerned authorities and officials should be taken the responsibility for the overcome and curb and control those accident. Friends, the drivers also always be careful, always be conscious what will become. Friends, when we are go to the new road, new way, at the time what is the road condition we don't know. That's why always be conscious and always notice what is the road condition, and driving time should be take the control also. We have to drive the which is the limits only. Won't drive the speed also one of the cause for the lead and path to the accidents. That's why always be careful. This is my request to everyone who are my friends, who are my dears and nears. All for I am requesting, and I hope on them who are injured, the women. They will be recovered within the shortly, and I am requesting to the Kodada MLA should be give the good and better treatment to them for the speedy recovery, for the for the doing their start their work. Actually they all are daily wagers, the who are the women, they depending on their daily works. That's why we have to take the responsibility, who are the concerned authorities and officials. This is my message. Everyone should be careful while the driving time. Thank you everyone. JBM friends, what is your opinion on those accidents? Commenting. Thank you.